In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to get a Google Gemini API key in Google AI Studio. By the end, you'll have a working API key you can use to authenticate your requests to Gemini models in your apps and scripts. Start by heading to the Google AI for Developers API key page. Make sure you're signed in with the Google account you want to use for development. If you have multiple accounts in your browser, double check you're on the right one so the key lands in the correct workspace. When the page loads, you may be prompted to review and accept Google's terms. Take a moment to read them, then accept to continue. In some cases, Google will automatically create a Google Cloud project for you in the background, or it may ask you to pick an existing project. That's normal and simply determines where your key and usage will be tracked. Once you're in, look for the option to create a new API key. Click Create API Key. If you're asked to choose a Google Cloud project, select the one you want to associate with this key and confirm. A few seconds later, the system will generate your key. You'll now see your new API key on screen. Copy it right away and store it in a secure place you control. Treat this key like a password. Don't post it publicly, don't check it into code repositories, and don't share it in screenshots or recordings. A password manager or an encrypted notes app is a great place to keep it safe. When you integrate the key into your code, prefer using environment variables or a secure secrets manager instead of hard coding it into files. This key is what your app will use to authenticate calls to Google's Gemini APIs, whether you're using REST or an official client library. In most setups, you'll configure your environment to read the key, and your code will reference that environment variable. If you ever suspect the key has been exposed, return to the same API key page to revoke it and create a fresh one. You can also create separate keys for different projects or environments to keep development and production isolated. That's all it takes. Go to the API key page and sign in, accept the terms if prompted, create your API key, then copy and secure it for use in your API requests. With your key ready, you can move on to building and testing calls to Gemini models in your application.